You think you've heard all the weird facts by now, but most facts online are just recycled junk with a new coat of paint. These aren't the ones people argue about in comments. These are the quiet, uncomfortable, blink-and-you-miss-it truths hiding in plain sight. 10 oddball facts most people never talk about, because once you notice them, you can't unsee them. Fact 1. There are buildings in major cities that legally do not exist on paper, even though people live and work inside them every day. Some were constructed under emergency permits during wars, economic crashes, or disasters and were never formally registered afterward. Utilities still run to them. Mail still arrives. People still pay rent. But officially, they're ghosts. This loophole is why some structures survive zoning laws, taxes, and inspections for decades, because shutting them down would mean admitting they were never supposed to be there. Fact 2. Your body contains scars you never got injured for. Every major growth phase, childhood, puberty, weight change, causes micro-tearing inside muscles and organs. You heal without pain, without memory, without awareness, which means parts of you are technically repaired versions of yourself, and you never notice the damage. Fact 3. Some alarms are designed to fail on purpose. In industrial systems, certain warning signals are intentionally programmed to be ignored most of the time so workers don't panic or shut down operations unnecessarily. The problem? When the real emergency hits, humans have already been trained not to react. It's called normalization of deviation, and it's the same reason people ignore fire alarms, car warning lights, and danger signs right up until disaster. Fact 4. There are sounds you physically cannot remember, even though you've heard them. Your brain records the meaning of certain noises, not the sound itself. This is why you can describe what a dial-up modem did, what a tornado sounded like, or what a massive crowd roar feels like. But you can't accurately replay the sound in your head. Your memory stores the impact, not the audio. Fact 5. Every printed, made in USA label is a legal opinion, not a fact. Country of origin laws allow manufacturers to claim a location based on final assembly, not where most of the product came from. That means a product can be 95% built elsewhere and still legally claim a different country, as long as the last meaningful step happened there. It's branding disguised as truth. Fact 6. Some passwords never expire, even after the person who created them dies. Old government systems, private networks, and legacy machines still run on credentials written decades ago. No one knows who originally made them. No one knows if backups exist. And shutting them off would break systems nobody fully understands anymore. So they stay alive, like digital fossils holding modern infrastructure together. Fact 7. Humans are terrible at noticing slow change and excellent at ignoring it. If something worsens gradually enough, the brain classifies it as normal, not danger. That's why people don't notice mold, noise damage, declining health, or bad situations until they suddenly leave and come back. Your brain doesn't measure absolute conditions. It measures differences. Fact 8. There are objects orbiting Earth that no one can legally claim or remove. Some were launched by countries that no longer exist. Others were joint projects where ownership was never finalized. They're not space junk, they're legal orphans. If one crashes, liability becomes a nightmare no one wants to touch. Fact 9. Most random systems are quietly corrected behind the scenes. From lotteries to digital shuffles to recommendation engines, pure randomness often looks unfair to humans. So companies subtly tweak outcomes to feel random instead of actually being random. What you experience is curated chaos, not chance. Fact 10. There are moments in your life that permanently changed your future, and you will never know which ones they were. A delay, a missed call, a decision you didn't even notice making. The brain only records meaning after outcomes appear, which means some of the most important events of your life passed quietly, unnoticed, and unlabeled. Most people scroll past facts like these because they don't shock you immediately. They sit there, they stick, and later, when something feels off, you remember them, and realize you were warned in advance. Make sure you subscribe.